Go ahead.
Coach, I was saying y'all been out in Dallas the last couple of years. Obviously, had the game out there. Y'all lost a controversial one. Then y'all come back last year. Y'all blew them. How is it just to have Dallas at home this time, and host that team here?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've been out there 3 or 4 times. I don't know. Has it been 3 or is it 2? I don't know what it is. So yeah, to be able to get them back home, that's good. That's different, because but they're playing good football right now. Playing with a lot of confidence, man. They've beefed up that defense. It's a really good D-line. Those guys are active. Eberflus has done a hell of a job. He's a good defensive coordinator. We know him, obviously. He was in this division. Defense always played well. But he's doing a good job. And then, what shot he's done offensively over there. And Prescott, those 2 receivers, they got a run game. O-line's rugged. It's a good team.
I ain't never lost. Never in my life.
What's good? What up, though, YouTube world? It's your man, BDB. You tuned into the NevaLoss podcast. Hey, listen. Today we're going to talk about my Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys, man. This is a must-win game. Everything is on the line. We're pushing all the poker chips to the middle of the table. We must win this game. We cannot lose this one. This is a huge one. Hey, listen. We're going to tune in to Dan Campbell in his press conference, see what he has to say, man. I'm going to give y'all my thoughts and prediction on this high-scoring offensive game, man. I don't know who's going to be able to get the stop on who. Hey, but I just know it's going to be a lot of points scored in this game, man. Let's head over to Dan Campbell. Let's see what he got. Let's see what he's talking about, man. And then we're going to give our predictions on the final score, man, and a must-have win for my Detroit Lions. Let's get it.
Kirby, that said something like 4 words. Is there any kind of update on his status?
I don't know. I don't know about the tweet. No, I mean, he'll be running around doing some individual stuff like that. He's doing a little bit more, but I don't know anything about the tweet.
He's coming back this week against Cowboys.
Well, I mean, he's closer than he was before. He's close. We'll know a lot more really tomorrow. Today's a walkthrough, so tomorrow, Friday, see where he's at. But he is getting better. Like we said, he gets better every week.
Obviously, didn't expect him to be out this long. Otherwise, maybe he would have gone on IR. Is it just a pain management thing? What has been like the hold-up exactly?
Well, a lot of it is just trying to get some stability, in the leg, and get some strength, get some stability, which in turn will help some of the pain, but also some of the wear and tear. The stronger you get it in there, it stabilizes it, and so it doesn't, wear out as faster or create that kind of pain with it. So that's really what a lot of it is right now.
And you're pretty confident we'll clear up when he has the offseason arrest, or is there a concern of?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's hard to say. I don't think it's necessarily going away, but I think you do the best you can to manage it. That's it's like a lot of these guys, that have gotten some injuries here or deals with, could be cartilage or meniscus or anything like that. It's you do your best to manage it, and they'll always be a little wear and tear, and it's just how bad is it, But I do know that the more you can strengthen and stabilize, that helps a ton. Helps with the swelling, helps with the pain. So that's where we're at.
What is his exactly? Is it more than a bone bruise then? Is he dealing with something else?
No, I mean, I think I think bone bruise was certainly part of it, but it's also just, he's got some wear. He's got a wear, that's all.
Yesterday, you were asked about the pass rush, and you said there, felt like there were 3.
I would love to have Kirby back, man. I would love to have Kirby back. Hopefully we get him back.
Snaps where you didn't get home that you thought you should have. That's still a 0-sack performance. So if you're getting the pressure you want, what do you need to do more as an overall defense to be getting home more, not just getting the pressure?
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, first of all, Love did a hell of a job. He's a heck of a player, man. And, that ball was coming out fast, and he threw a few of these now off his back foot, and it was on point. So, he's got that ability. But, I think more than anything, it's, you do your best that you can to set up a one-on-one where you can find one. You're trying to fabricate some of these. Most of them come up in 3rd down to where you want to get your guy in a one-on-one, and then it's up to him to win. And so it's, we had a few of those, and we didn't, we felt good about the person that we had, and we just didn't quite get there in time. So got to be a little bit better. And fundamentally, it's a little bit like what I told the defense. We just, details and discipline, and really fundamentally, we got to get better. We got to get better. And it can't just be you're going to win off talent, or things of that nature. It was really more about pointing out all the things that have nothing to do with talent. Which really is, it is the details, the discipline, and the fundamentals. So we just got to be a little more on point there. We can. Everybody's got to do their job. And
Hey, I'm glad he said it, because that's a big thing that I've been saying, man. It's a lot of just simple things, man, that I feel like the line. I think they get into I think we just getting too cocky, man. Just believing because we got all the talent in the world that we gonna make the plays instead of the creativity is lacking, the imagination with some of the play calls defensively and also offensively. It's kind of lacking, man. Ben Johnson brought that to the offense, and maybe Aaron Glenn brought that to the defense, man. But yeah, the blitzing, the coverages, like we not doing a great job of confusing quarterbacks, man, into, they know exactly where they want to go with the ball, and that's why the D-line ain't getting home, because it's a lack of imagination on, the trickery. And even on offense, same thing. Sometimes we're just trying to, hey, they know this is going to be the play, but we're better than them. We're going to just run it anyway. And like I said, the lack of imagination on how to get guys open, I feel like it's killing us.
Nah, and that'll help. That'll go a long way.
Whatever you want. Go ahead. For sure. I was saying, y'all been out in Dallas the last couple of years. Obviously, had a game out there. Y'all lost a controversial one. Then y'all come back last year. Y'all blow my house. It's just to have Dallas at home this time, and host that team here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've been out there 3 or 4 times. I don't know. Has it been 3 or is it 2? I don't know what it is. So yeah, to be able to get them back home, that's good. That's different, because but they're playing good football right now. Playing with a lot of confidence, man. They beefed up that defense. It's a really good D-line. Those guys are active. Eberflus has done a hell of a job. He's a good defensive coordinator. We know him, obviously. He was in this division. Defense always played well. But he's doing a good job. And then, what shot he's done offensively over there. And Prescott, those 2 receivers, they got a run game. O-line's rugged. It's a good team. It's a good team, man. This is a real good team playing at a high level of confident football. So it's gonna be a good test for us, man. We're pretty fired up.
The last 3 years, I was just going to ask, being how good they are since Quinn Williams came aboard, what sort of impact he's had on that defense, and kind of how they've played the last few weeks with him in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, he helps. He helps those guys. You guys know how I feel about Kenny Clark. I think he's an outstanding player, and so that helps Kenny, and it helps really the rest of them. 41 plays at a high level, man. He can burn the edge. You got Clowney. They still got Fowler. I mean, they got some guys now. 97's a good player. He can get an edge, but it really you put Quinnen in there, man. He's already he's a good player, man. Run and pass, gets off the ball, disruptive, but then he really helps those guys around him. He does, because now there's some resources you may need there, and the rest of those guys will get some 5-down stuff and let those guys go. So it's a good unit, but we just faced a pretty good unit too.
That's about Josh Pascal. He didn't get activated last week. Did he have a setback, or just wasn't enough time?
Yeah, it just wasn't enough time really to really be able to say that we knew he would be able to get through the year or that he was ready. That's what it came down to. Hate it for him, but it's where it was at.
How do you look at the explosives against an offense like that?
Well, it's not easy. It's not easy because those 2 receivers, man. Here's what they do a great job of, and it helps. You got 2 number 1 receivers on the outside, and both of them are 2 different types of players. So that gives them variety, versatility. But then they run the ball well. They have a diverse run scheme. They do a lot of under center. Dak. They're against playing at a high level. The run action, the play pass stuff has been really good. So when you can run it like they run it, and then you got those guys, and they got a pretty good tight end, man, they become explosive. So, I'll go back to this. So much of it is going to start with shutting this run game down. We cannot let this run game get going. And because those guys are a handful anyway on the perimeter. But if we can just at least shut down some of this 2-dimensional football, that's going to go a long way for us.
Just one more follow-up about Dallas. What did you take from the 2023 experience that's become kind of legendary a little bit here with the Dan Skipper game and what that's become? But what did you take from that experience, particularly in the end? Did you learn anything?
No, I mean, I really, that was a crazy game, right? I mean, that was, everything that came down to, and had an opportunity there at the end and just wasn't able to close it out. But there was a number of things. I don't know if I'd say I learned anything really. I think more than anything, it just makes you mad. That's about it. But all good, man. It was, if you're a fan, that was a heck of a game. I know that. And you try to, if anything, you get in that situation again, you try to find a way to win that one instead of, how do you keep it out of the hands of the officials? That's really what you're trying to do. Just leave it out of there, that way it's just up to you.
You ever seen 6 linemen become a cult hero like Skipper too? Crazy.
Not really. It's, Skip's he's a different breed of man, so he's something else. He does a good job, man. I'll tell you what, he's dependable now. He's reliable, dependable, and he does a lot of jobs for us, so.
You said that 2023 game makes you mad. It does feel like you put a little extra sauce into the one last year. You guys opened up the playbook and really took it to them, getting one of their worst losses in franchise history at their place. Do you think that there's carryover year to year? Do you think maybe they're going to be looking to bring a little extra into this one because of the way they lost that game last year?
I don't know. I mean, I think every team's different every year.
Oh, he know. They coming to bring the thunder, man. They got the number 1 offense right now. They about to try to destroy our defense, man. Hey, but we got a pretty good offense over here too, so be prepared for a shootout, man. Be prepared for a shootout. Y'all duck under them counters.
It's different, but I know this. They want to win this game. I know that. Because I know we want to win this game. So they're playing good football. They're very much in that division race over there right now, and playoff race. We're an NFC opponent, and I know that. They want to beat us. So, but we want to win too, and we need to win. So that's where this game's at.
Any updates on Graham and Brock?
Yeah, Graham's he's better. There again, we walked through today, and then Brock, really nothing new from last week. We're still sending out scans for what he, for this trachea, and just seeing if there's, any other second opinions that would change, I guess, the outlook for him playing. And right now there's really nothing right now that would change that. So we're just kind of in I know that frustrates him. He wants to play, but we're just kind of in a holding pattern right now.
So that could be a long-term deal?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be.
Man,
Yep.
that's crazy.
Follow up. Does this feel, I mean, I know that you don't ever consider a game a must win, just given where you guys are and where the division is going and what's at stake against another important NFC opponent battling for a playoff spot.
Absolutely.
Is there part of that may be a little bit true at this juncture?
Well, our margin for error is very small right now. So, of course, we got to find a way to win, and we want to win, and I think I go back to this. I mean, we just lost one. We got to find a way to win this next one in front of us. And, time's running out. And so, it's all about finding a way to win the game. But I've also been in these now before where we got counted out when I was a player. We lost 2 in a row, and we were almost mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. That was all the writing, and then we went out and got in, So you just, you find a way to win the one in front of you and don't get caught up in the rest of the stuff. That's the bottom line. We're in this business to win. We're trying to win. We got to win.
What year was that for you as a player?
Hey, we're going to wrap it up there. Hey, listen. This is an absolute must-win. This is a must-win. Both teams is fighting for their playoff life, which means it's going to be a great battle, man. Great creative play caller, man. I expect this to be a absolute shootout, man. I'm talking bullet casings everywhere, man. We laying everybody down. This is about to be a crazy game, man. This might be an OT game, man. I expect it to be that raw, man. I expect it to be that raw. I know y'all asking the question, man. Can we win this game, man? My Detroit Lions, big time. Dallas coming in, high power offense. Hey, we are in the city though. That crowd is gonna be electrified. Must win game, man. Can we stop Dak and them boys from winning this game? And hey, I'm here to tell y'all, yes, we will win this game. We don't lose 2 back-to-back. We don't lose back-to-back games. It just don't happen. We're going to shut down that high-powered offense. Now, we ain't going to shut them down, but we're going to contain them enough to win the game, man. I see this as a huge game. I'm talking about 41-38 is going to be the final score, man. We win it on some last-second field goal-ish, man. It's going to be a big game, big win, man. And we keep our playoff hopes alive as we play. We got to go out and play them Rams, man, after that. This is going to be an exciting game. Probably the best Thursday night football game y'all going to see this year, man, even though there's been some good ones this year. I think this one's going to top them all, man. It's going to be full of points. Hey, listen, get your parlays ready. Hey, everybody should have parlay. I think this shit going to be crazy. I think the stats in this game is going to be insane. I think everybody going to go crazy. Hey, but my Detroit Lions will come off on top, man. Hey, listen. We got one shot to make these playoffs, man. We can really only lose one more game all year. Be honest, I really don't even know if we can lose one, but I'm going to say one, period. This ain't one of them games we can lose, man. We need to win this one. We need to beat them Rams as well, but we're going to stay focused on this one. We're going to go ahead, pounce on Dak and them Cowboys. We're going to come out the victors, man. Again, this is going to be a 41-38 game, man. BDB NevaLoss pod, man. My Detroit Lions going to get the dub this week on Thursday, man. Y'all get your popcorn ready. Have a good one.